Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Urs Mac, the mad scientist.
And this is your boy, the infamous Alvin. Ready to roll.
That's right. The infamous Alvin Staley. Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Talk Live, man. We'll be talking about all things of pro wrestling news, WWE, AEW.
Yes.
You know, any other independent promotions we got, man. Welcome back to the channel. As you already see, we got a new look, new aesthetic. You know, we're working on it over the weekend. I hope you guys like it. You already know what to do. You see what the bottom marquee says, man. You already know what to do. I ain't even got to say it. But let me tell you, the more times you do this, the more likes we get, the more our video gets shared out there, okay? And now, shout out to our now... Hold on for a minute. I got to double check here. I got to make sure the subscriber count is right. 337 subscribers out there. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate the love and support. And go ahead and check out the two videos that we posted this week. I did one yesterday. I posted one yesterday. Actually peeling back the curtain a little bit as far as why do I love comics so much? What got me into comic books? So I actually did like a little bit of a bio about me. And earlier in the week, we did a video on Batman, Absolute Batman #1. If you do not have Absolute Batman #1, you might want to get your hands on that real fast. That's all I got to say about that. But if you want to check out the video, go ahead and check that out. And infamous Al, man, what is the deal, bro, man?
Man, excuse me. One, glad to be back on the show.
Indeed.
Secondly, real quick, everybody. Erskine know I like to do these plugs now. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the Patreon as well, and to the Discord. The Discord. Also, I love the new look. This is why I hate being gone, because I come back to the crib, and there's some new remodeling. There's some new remodeling going on here.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I don't like change, but this right here, I'm digging it. So I come back. Another thing that's up. I've been gone a while. I didn't let my hair grow in.
Oh snap!
And everybody, look here. I messed around. I went to go do the breast cancer walk last week.
Okay.
Well, not last week. Saturday before this past Saturday.
Okay.
Went out there thinking I'm cute. Back was sweating. Sinus draining. It all went to my ear. So this is the first day in like 4 days I haven't walking around with cotton in my ear.
Ooh, man.
But yeah, we back. I'm back, man. It's good to be back. And of course, it's time to talk about some wrestling. Some wrestling. And for the folks that like beards, your boy is growing hairs back. I'm in the business of growing mine back.
Okay. Hey, man,
let's do some wrestling.
Yeah, man. Listen, before we get into that, I know got to keep them guessing with the new look. You know what I'm saying? As Owen Hart says, enough is enough. It's time for a change. And that's what we did. We actually did some change. I hope you guys actually like it, because we was actually looking for a more Sports Center, ESPN-ish look to it with our own flair and all that good stuff. And, you know, adds a little bit of 80s retro music, because, you know, when you got this type of music playing, you think about the 80s wrestling back in the day, or how WWL Saturday night? Saturday night used to come on, or WCW Saturday night. So, yeah, that's right. Saturday night main event. I'm sorry, before I get crucified in the comments. But don't want no smoke. All right, don't want no smoke. But just like the thumbnail said, we got some things to talk about, and there is, I wouldn't say a new promotion, but a returning promotion out there, and it is Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Over the weekend, they had a 2-night, not 1 night, but 2-night pay-per-view, Forged in Excellence, which was only $30 on Triller TV.
Great deal.
Yes.
Great deal. Let's call it what it is. Great deal.
Absolutely. On the way. And it is ran by no other than the man that we've been preaching. We've been begging. We've been asking for him to come over the AEW. His name is Scott D'Amore. Ran by him. Now, Alvin, I'll need your thoughts, bro. How did you feel about Forged in Excellence over the weekend?
Real quick, Forged in Excellence was fire. It was dope. Because I mean, what I like was that, and you heard, first of all, Mauro Ranallo. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
To have Mauro Ranallo on the commentary, because he's Canadian, right?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Is he Canadian? Because I thought I heard that accent. Like you really hear his Canadian accent when he's talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up too while you're talking. Go ahead.
And you hear his accent. You see these stars come out paying a lot of homage to one, Canada, two, the promotion, and then the whole you heard the backstory, the history of Major League Pro Wrestling. Bruh, there's a clip of Andre the Giant in there. Andre was ripped at one point.
Yeah.
Like Andre was cut.
Yeah.
And to hear Brentavious Devontae Hart narrated, to hear
this man right here,
Brentavious Devontae Hart the third, to hear him go off and do that narration, that brought it home for me. And then of course you had Don Callis on. Yeah, Don Callis on commentary, aka we all know Mr. Jackal from back in the day.
The Weasel.
Yeah, but one of those matches were entertaining. They didn't miss on these matches.
Yeah, not at all.
Not once. So
not at all.
I think Scott D'Amore is. I think he's cooking with gas right here. I think.
No doubt.
I think he came. I mean, they came out the blocks. And they came out the blocks right. So I mean, I loved it. I had no problem with it. It's good. It's good to see. And what I like too, they promoted AEW events coming up. They promoted Ring of Honor. You saw New Japan footage. I mean, I felt like I was in there. I didn't feel like I was watching it. I felt like I was there, and I've been in independent wrestling before. It made me feel like I was front row, and the seats must have cost like $20.
Yeah,
I mean, I felt good about it. So I can't wait to see what's next. I'll be honest, I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah. So the selling point for me was that it was Mauro Ranallo on commentary, because that man is NXT Black and Gold. Like his commentating or his calling the matches, it was something different, because it's only a handful of iconic like commentators that it's just synonymous with wrestling. You got Jim Ross, he's one of them. Tony Schiavone is another. Mauro Ranallo is definitely another one. Like the energy that he can. Joey Styles, like that's another one. But Mauro Ranallo, man, Scott D'Amore got a real good get off of that. Like a real good get off of that. And then Scott D'Amore, he is so well liked. And shout out to Mark Scott. He said he digging a new layout. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mark. So like with Mauro Ranallo, I hope he's like a permanent stay. And then like soon it was all over the internet. It was all over Twitter that people was begging, like, please come over to AEW. Please be the one to call AEW Shockwave. Like the new hour-long show or whatever the case may be. And Scott D'Amore, nobody can say anything bad about Scott D'Amore.
No.
As far as, the non-compete clause was over with, and the minute that thing was over with, MLPW. You got Bret Hart narrating, like the opening for Forged in Excellence. And I mean, 2 nights sold out. 2 nights sold out. It was something to behold. But there's a few key matches though that really stood out above all else, because I mean, obviously you had the Maharaja. He was actually wrestling. Twice, night one and night two.
Mhm.
You had you had this match right here.
Amazing
Speedball, that match right there, yo.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
That match, yo, man. Listen, I don't think y'all fully y'all fully understand because they was going off, boy. They was going off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't know who Speedball Mike Bailey is, that's that man right there. And he gave Konosuke Takeshita a run.
Everything he could handle, boy.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. He is I know he's been in the Indies like a good bit. And I know a lot of people like calling for him to like come over to AEW. That's another one. But man, Speedball, give me that again. Like, shoot that in my veins, yo. Run that back.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Wait, would you say that's the match of the night for night one? I can say that.
Yeah. Because I felt like every match leading up to that one helped get you ready for that match.
Right.
I felt like every match leading up to that helped you get ready for that match. And I mean, this match had no low points.
Mm-mm.
It had no low points. I mean, it had no. You didn't see two guys moving around like, okay, what do we do next? No, transition after transition after transition. I mean, this match was too dope to be true.
Yeah,
it was too good to be true. That was a match too good to be true. And yeah, you don't see a lot of matches like that in a small crowd.
No, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. The next match was night two, the main event, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander and Konosuke. Oh my God. Let me tell you. I will say though, I slightly like the Speedball match.
I did
better.
I did.
But this match here still delivered though. Like the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, man, he should be on somebody's radar. Like, and whenever, unless he re-signs with TNA, right? Either NXT is looking at this man hard or AEW is looking at this man hard, but somebody, like both of them probably looking at this dude hard. But that is nuts though. This was a great main event. And obviously Ricochet at the end, you know, pulling up, and the Mamma Mia's. I don't know how many times I heard Mamma Mia's, man. It took me back. It took me back to NXT Black and Gold, man. But
yeah.
Absolutely love this match. That's another staple that came out of Force and Excellent. But the next one though was Athena and Giselle Shaw. What else there to say about Athena besides what we already know?
Real quick, I need folks to know that I'm not tribalistic when it comes to wrestling. I like WWE, AEW. Look, MLPW.
Yeah.
MLPW, they got me hooked now already. So I would say WWE, they dropped the ball on Athena. And I say that not to throw shade at WWE. I just feel like WWE may not have had the right type of plans for her.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what she's doing now in Ring of Honor. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. Because if I try to say anything else, I'm probably gonna say something stupid. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, because the way you've got women wrestlers that can go. You got some that show up. You got some that can go, but you got some that can just get it done.
Yeah.
Athena can just flat out get it done, bro.
Oh yeah. I think, in all honesty, she runs Ring of Honor. But here's the thing. I was having this conversation with someone in regards to Ring of Honor, right? I was like, listen, for a pro wrestling fan, like a core fan, like someone that is willing to watch wrestling outside of WWE and now AEW, that's a pro wrestling fan. But for everybody else, though, you need to appeal to everybody else. Like Ring of Honor is more of a niche, and like, well, you know, you can watch it on through Triller. I said, but who's really subscribing to the Honor Club? Like, not many people are going to be subscribing to the Honor Club. And Athena is shining all over Ring of Honor, and we are chomping at the bit, waiting on when she's going to pull back up to AEW, because she has yet to drop that Ring of Honor Women's Championship. I think she's the longest reigning champion, period.
She is
in Ring of Honor.
She is, period.
Looking at Athena, man, it's like she gets better every time. She breaks the ceiling every time.
You know what? You know what I would like for Athena to do?
What's that?
And matter of fact, I would like for Tony Khan to do this. Mm-hmm. Don't allow Athena to drop that belt until about 2026, bro.
Oh, damn. Like, she beats everybody? Like, everybody comes up with it? Like, nah, I'm go ahead.
Like she beats everybody. The only person I believe that could beat her is the timeless one.
Toni Storm?
I think that's the only one that can do it.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll sign up for that, but I need to see that on TV though. I need to see that on pay-per-view. I got to see that.
Exactly. So
and not Ring of Honor either. Like it has to be like an AEW pay-per-view.
This would have to be like this had to be all out.
Yeah.
This would have to be all out. If she's gonna drop that title, you do not make her drop it on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. That has to be all out for the simple fact that she's the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And when I mean if she's gonna drop it, it's got to be an all out, and you have to put her at the right spot for her match to take effect. It can't be too early.
Yeah.
It can't be too late to where folks are like, okay, we're waiting on these matches to get past so we can get to the main event. Yeah. You have to perfectly put that match in a perfect spot. You have to, because if you put it anywhere else, it's just gonna be another memory.
Yeah, it gotta be the first match that gets started. Or the main event. Those are two most important spots in the pay-per-view, like the start and the end. Because you start and you set the tone for everything else for the rest of the night. If you end it on a exclamation point, and you put in that position. I will say though, have her never dropped that Ring of Honor Women's Championship, just like Samoa Joe never really lost that TV championship. He just dropped it because he was going to pursue the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what he did. So I feel like Athena should do the same on TV, right? Like I feel like that's what Athena needs to do, and she'd be like, "Listen, I don't beat everybody, so I'm gonna take this belt with me over AEW." Like she pulls up. Now I will say though, the perfect match though, and I feel like they've been low key teasing this, like a couple months back when they first announced All In's going to be in Texas next year. Mm-hmm. And Mercedes said something on Twitter like, "Quit looking at my belt," like that kind of thing. And then you see Athena with the eye emojis, like looking at the belt, and I was like, okay, this is in Texas. Yeah, Athena's from Texas. Are you going to have her at All In? Because she missed the first two All Ins, like she wasn't on the show at all. Yeah. So you look at the longevity of her being the Ring of Honor Women's Champion through injury. She was injured and still didn't drop it. Like she still held that title, healed up, came back out there, and boom, 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 still won those matches. So she is to me, if she's not the best, she's one of the best. She's one of the top three.
Oh yeah. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. And I mean, for Tony to be like, okay, she's hurt, but I'm not gonna make a drop the title. Yeah. When he started, and this is what I liked about him. He does what boxing does. Interim champ.
Which I can't stand that. I hate that.
I like it for wrestling.
Really? Like an interim? Because that kind of means like, you hope you place older.
I like it because you don't allow, for example, let's say I was champ, I got hurt, you become interim champ.
Yeah.
You don't kind of build, in a sense, I kind of dislike I'm here to get back the title I never lost. Mm-hmm. and it avoids a title being handed to somebody. You remember when Becky Lynch got pregnant during COVID?
Yeah, she gave it to Asuka.
That title was handed to Asuka.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say the little 4-letter words I said when that happened, but I was real unhappy. I was extremely unhappy with that.
But it only happened once.
Yeah,
that's the only time. But if you drop in the title, obviously the next person is gonna win it, like earn it. But if you saying this person, the person that won it, they're the interim world champion because this person never lost it. Yeah, sure, but you dropped that title. So like the interim deal happened so much that it became like oversaturated. It's like,
yeah,
now you're viewing this person that holding this title not a real champion. That's what you're really saying to the audience.
But we do get a match between the interim champ, and that returning champion.
Yeah,
and if the interim champ wins, then you got to say, hey, he held it down while the real champ was out. He beat he or she beat the real champ.
Yeah.
Puts respect on that name now. But I mean, I would say it kind of depends. But luckily, you've got somebody like Athena who, if she's hurt, and we've seen her hurt before, she's not going long when she's hurt. If she comes back, and she's back like she never left.
Yeah.
So what we're getting out of Athena, we haven't gotten out of a black female wrestler. And I mean, the type of work she's putting in, man, I love to see it. I love to see it.
Yeah, like I feel like Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling is an avenue for inter-promotional wrestling. Because one thing Scott D'Amore did say though, and he did say when Kenny Omega was the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, he was like, he felt like AEW treated them better. Like don't get it twisted. But some people might say, oh well, they put them on NXT, and I was like, this is my opinion. They low key poaching because Jordan Grace's contract ends, I think, at the end of the year, if I ain't mistaken. You can't tell me WWE ain't gonna be backing up that Brinks truck. They like to get her, like, because you had her on the show a couple of times. You had her at Royal Rumble. You grooming. That's what you're doing, right? You're like, oh no, we're gonna do this in a promotional thing, but even if a person from TNA was to jump ship or New Japan was to jump ship to AEW, it still did New Japan shows. It still did the TNA shows. It still, they still do that. You might say, well, how you ain't gonna do that? But WWE is like, you were mine. This is kind of this situation. You know what I mean? But he said when Kenny was world champion, this man was AAA world champion. He was AEW world champion, and he was TNA world champion, right? But Scott D'Amore was like, this man was in the locker room all the time, even holding 3 world championships. He was like willing to help out, willing to do whatever. He said, I can't ask nothing else better. But Maple Leaf though, I feel like this is Scott's baby, and he's gonna take care of that the best of his ability.
Oh yeah.
I do feel like that there is work. Obviously, there's working relationship between him, TNA, AEW, like with Josh Alexander. I mean, what you going to say in that point? Because the majority of the wrestlers at TNA everybody really loves Scott D'Amore. And when Scott D'Amore got fired, it was a shock. And it's like most of the people that re-signed with TNA was because of Scott. So it's like, don't like look for re-signing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, and back to your point about WWE and Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
They're not only grooming, but they're basically saying this is how it's going to be when you get here.
Yeah.
Let's go and call it what it is. Unless because her husband Gresham's over there at TNA, right? What?
Yeah, John Gresham. Yeah, he definitely is. Definitely is.
Gresham's over there, which I'll follow the both of them on Instagram, and they make me laugh a lot. But,
you saw the one where he went to a hair class and they gave him like a bunch of bundles for hair. You seen that?
Yeah.
This man went to, let me tell you something. That's love right there. This man went to class. I think he had an event or something. He flew into class, learn how to put in hair extensions, had a bundle package, told Jordan, come here, I got you. Put her hair in. That's love right there, man. That's love right there.
And real quick, side note, her voice does not match your face. Does not match your face because I thought her voice was a lot higher than that.
Yeah.
But in another side note, this Jordan Grace, ultimate beast. So I mean,
absolutely.
So I mean, I would love to see in WWE, but WWE, they know what they're doing with this right here. They know that they're trying to get her. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking at Moose. I have heard in the rumor mill for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Moose is 100% interested in what Jordan Grace is doing. You already see Joe Hendry. They get Moose.
Yeah.
They get Moose. Oh, that's game. That's ball game. He's gonna be down in NXT by a good maybe 6 months, and he's going main roster. Quick.
Yeah. Moose is going to NXT for sure.
So
he's going to NXT for sure.
So I mean, honestly, I agree with you. I think Major League Pro Wrestling, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling is I think it's Scott's baby. He's gonna make sure that anybody that comes in to perform, they're gonna get treated. They're gonna get treated right. They're gonna get that exposure the way they want to. I mean, we talking Scott D'Amore. We talking about a guy that knows this business back and forth. Like you had TNA stars re-sign specifically for him.
Yeah.
And if any of them got in their contract where they can go perform up north, they're gonna do it. You won't be able to stop it because it's in their contract saying that they can go do it. And guess what Scott's gonna do? He's gonna probably say to them, "What took you so long?" Because they're gonna ride up there specifically for Scott. I mean, even if it's probably AEW talent sitting there saying, "Scott got his new thing going. Let's roll." When I saw Stu Grayson pull up, and the whole world knows I love me some Stu Grayson.
Yeah.
When I seen Stu Grayson pull up, I said, "Oh yeah, this is pure Canada. This is pure Scott D'Amore." And then I forgot what his name is now. Cameron Grimes is up there. When I seen him pull up, that let me know right then and there, because again, a lot of folks forgot that dude scored a whole bunch of money during COVID.
Yeah, he did.
He jumped on that Game Pro jump. So, my bad. He jumped on that GameStop jump. So, I mean, there's talent. I mean, and good talent that Scott pulled for these first two nights.
Yeah.
And the crowd was small compared to what we're all used to seeing in AEW and WWE. But that crowd was perfect. And they made me feel like I was right there front row.
Yeah. It was very exciting because the pro wrestling world was buzzing about Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, especially on Twitter and the wrestling Twitter. It was definitely talking about that over the course of the weekend, and it came on at convenient times. I really did love the show. So we'll see what happens in the future, man, because right now they got the buzz, and we'll definitely see what happens. Now, we got some other pro wrestling news, man, and obviously one of them which is Samantha Irvin is no longer with the WWE. She put in a long letter. She basically thanked the WWE, all the officials, all the people backstage, all the performers, the technical technicians, and stuff like that. But hey, I mean, to say I ain't saw it coming would be an understatement.
Trying to reach out to her to bring her back.
You trying to bring her back? You trying to bring her back?
Trying to reach out to her to bring her back. She ended up becoming like family, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But talk about it.
She ended up becoming like family, dog. Because I mean, honestly, this is where folk. I guess this is where it was cool to hear her voice when she did the announcing, especially when somebody won WrestleMania when Cody won.
Oh man, boy.
And I didn't see one person on social media have a problem with her when she was breaking, when she was announcing that Cody won. Bro, I felt that.
Yeah,
I felt that. I mean, this is a guy that no one in his family had really won this title.
Absolutely.
This one. So I mean, I thought that Samantha was excellent as a ring announcer. It's good to see Lillian Garcia back, but Samantha brought a totally different vibe to ring announcing.
She brought some heat to the game, man. I mean, she's a flutist. She can sing. Now a lot of people don't realize that she was on America's Got Talent, and she was going off out of America's Got Talent. And you know, obviously she's engaged to Ricochet. You know, Ricochet's over in AEW, and Ricochet said on Twitter, like, no, Samantha Irvin is not coming to AEW.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But you know, that could play both ways though, because she can go by different last name. You know, it go by his last name. you know what I'm saying. But it's some people that's out there that is like turning on her. Like it's a small percentage, right? That turning on her for like leaving. Like, do y'all not realize that she has multiple talents? Like, she's not just a ring announcer. It is one of the things that she excels in, and the sky's the limit for her. Like, she can go work on her music. She can put out a flute album. Idea. If you weren't thinking about that before, Samantha, go ahead. You know, just saying. Somebody else did it. I'm just saying you can do it too. I'm about to say we know a guy that he did it, and I listened to it. I was not disappointed. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
disappointed.
And man, you know, of course, you know, there's some people that be lusting after.
You need to get out your flesh.
Man, listen. I'm just saying, hey, listen. She's engaged, ladies and gentlemen. She engaged.
Yeah.
Get out your flesh. Get out your flesh. That's all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit for her, man. I mean, I saw it coming, you know, but I saw it coming in a different way. Like I saw it coming like, oh, she's about to jump ship, that kind of thing, right? But also I quickly reset and I was like, you know what? Yeah, she don't have to come straight there. Like she could go do whatever she wants to do. Sky's the limit. Like she has time. She definitely got the money.
She's young.
And she's young.
Thank
you. And she's young. So I know I read some reports that some of the reasons were, you know, spending time with her daughter and working on her music. So hey, listen, I'm buying the album. Sorry, I'm buying the album.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
It's ball. She's gonna get you know, plays from me on Spotify once it gets on there.
Right. And there's some people that be like, man, she shouldn't have left and all this other stuff. Like she'll never leave the WWE and all this other stuff. I mean, it's like tribalistic talk, right? And guess what?
Yo.
Yeah, you know what's amazing about this?
It was a rap. It was a rap, dog. It was a rap. Now, I mean, Lillian is gonna do just that. I mean, she's hired full time with Raw. Mm-hmm. And I know I had a conversation with Boogie. Boogie was like, "Well, I don't see how." I'm like, "Well, she announced this on either Monday or Sunday evening, but I want to say it was Monday." So, who you rather have though? Like, who's a viable replacement? It's Lillian. Like that's your viable replacement right there. She's a vet.
Yeah, you're not gonna say, "Oh, let me go get a Howard Finkelman." No.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
but you know, also little known fact. I know it was in the ticker. The last part was Konosuke Takeshita. Like, little did y'all know that he wrote a 20-page college thesis, graduation thesis on the German suplex, and got an A. 20 pages by the German suplex. Apparently, there's a lot of deep history on the German suplex, the maneuver itself, the originality, the maneuver, who started it, who did it first, all that. 20 pages. He did that. I like, listen.
I got another little secret for you when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
Guess who's you know the catch can wrestling.
Catch can.
Guess who also did that? Abraham Lincoln did catch.
Oh, he did catch can wrestling?
I looked it up. I seen a list of I seen a list of guys that can do catch. I seen Timothy. When I saw Timothy Thatcher, when I seen the likes of Timothy Thatcher name on there, I knew it wasn't BS.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln's name is on that list.
Like, honestly, like
7 years ago.
16th president. Him.
7. Look here. 7 years ago, Abraham Lincoln, 16th president.
You know what? I thought I saw a picture. Maybe it was AI. Like, he has like his pants rolled up to his knees or whatever, and he was sitting on a chair. And he had his sleeves rolled up, like he just finished wrestling. And that's how he looks. Like he listen, I'm gonna roll up my sleeves right quick and go wrestle real fast, and then take this picture. But it might be AI generated too, so take that with a grain of salt.
There's a lot of stories about Abe, and a bunch of them have got him looking like he's a badass.
All right.
But in regards to Samantha leaving, I mean, I'm not mad at her. At the end of the day, guys like Triple H are always going to say, you got to do what's best for you.
Yes.
If she would have pulled this with Vince, totally different story, I believe.
Oh no, they were shocked. The people in the back were shocked.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I can see it as Triple H probably like, look, again, I got to do what's best for you.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, had this would have been, like I said, this would have been Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how bad this probably would have went. But I mean, I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
Wrestling wasn't her calling. It was an avenue for her. And at the same time, people know she can sing, man. She sang what? America the Beautiful. What pay-per-view is that? Matter of fact, she's done it a few times.
Mm-hmm.
She's done it a few times. So I mean, I really hope that she makes it in music. If not, if she wants to come back to WWE, please let her come back. But I will say though, in the announcing game, as a ring announcer, she was killing it.
So let me tell you something. If I'm Tony Khan, which I'm pretty sure the discussion has already been had, I'm pretty sure of this. If I'm Tony Khan, we have said this ad nauseum. Get Mauro Ranallo. If you don't have him full time, just
part time.
Matter of fact, you can have him full time. Have him do that. Well, I don't know how you can manage that, but he does that. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, and he does boxing too, which he does.
Oh man, he does an amazing job at boxing.
Man,
I didn't know he was that good at boxing. I forgot what fight it was I was watching, but I'm sitting there listening. I was like, when did Mauro become this? I knew he was good, but I'm sitting like, when did he become this damn good?
I'm back in the truck. I thought about this earlier this week. I'm like, bring Samantha on, but bring Samantha on special main events or special matches, because she's earned the right to be an attraction herself. So if you are a performer and you got Samantha calling you out to the ring, you somebody, man. You made it, because she announced you to the ring. She I will say, don't have her announce every single match all night. Do it like they do Jim Ross. When Jim Ross has come out, it be for the Undertaker matches, the main event matches, the special matches. Do Samantha Irvin the same way. Do it like Michael Buffer.
Thank you. I was just about to say, remember, good example right here.
Yeah.
Starrcade 97.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and Sting. Buffer was out, and he was doing, and I've always liked how he would always give you like a little history, give you like a little record too, saying his finishing move is the Scorpion Deathlock. And I mean, at first I hated it, but I was like, okay, I see why he's doing this now, because he was the attractor himself, because he was building up.
Yeah,
he was building up the stars coming to the ring. He was building up the match. He basically built up the match twice because he did the introductions.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I agree. She's
an attraction.
She's the attraction herself. And once the audience sees who's in the ring to do the introduction, oh my goodness, it's gonna go crazy.
It's gonna go nuts. gonna go nuts. It'll like, yo, Samantha, because now she announcing this thing like, oh snap, I got to tune in for show now. Like this right here, it's about to be some fire because you said like with Michael Buffer like announcing the stuff, like it just was so special. If it was a main event, it was must see because Michael Buffer is there, and Michael Buffer was doing Let's Get Ready to Rumble before wrestling. He was on boxing, and that's how that fame came about. But man, on those special matches, yeah, Sam, because that gives Sam time to, and obviously TK is very open where other avenues that you want to venture into.
Oh yeah,
as a performer, like he doesn't just view you as a performer. You're like, hey, if you want to go do movies, hey, go do that. Go do TV. Go do music. Swerve, prime example of that.
Yeah.
You got, if you are a creative, the AEW is the right place for you. But like I said, sky's the limit for Sam. We'll see how that goes. Other bit of news is Adam Cole, baby. He announced earlier this week that him and Britt Baker are no longer together. But it's been rumors. There been rumors about that, but it's confirmed by him. But also in his ankle, he actually had to get a bone donated, like from Oh
wow.
Yeah, more screws. Like it was a what you call that, man? Because it was from a person that was already deceased. So it was
donor?
like, yeah, it was donor, but it's a start with a C. But anyway, they took the bone and they gave it to Cole, and Cole's good as new at this point. So yeah,
Wow.
he did say that. He did say that.
No wonder he was gone so long. Because he had been out of commission with that ankle. I mean, the last time we saw him wrestle, worth a dang was
he was helping MJF.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really a wrestling match. He just was helping them out. And then that minute that he hopped off the stage and boom, he landed, that's when his ankle just that was a wrap. And I saw it too, and I was like, God damn it. Because that killed whatever momentum that they had, whatever storyline that they had going forward.
That storyline was done.
That storyline was done because he was the leader of, the Undisputed Kingdom. And it's like, what is the Undisputed Kingdom without the leader? Because he tried, and Wardlow got injured too along the way. And I saw that real time. So it's like,
yeah, I remember seeing that. That was on Dynamite.
That was on Dynamite, right? He was livid. So that story was just dead in the water. So I mean, we'll see how sad it works. See how that fare. But that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. Man, you know what I said. Do not forget to hit that like button because I seen some people peeking in. I see some people lurking. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go and hit that like button. Go and hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you for the subscribers because we are currently sitting at 337 subscribers. So I cannot thank y'all enough for giving us the support. So, and then, of course, AEW Dynamite is tonight. We're going to see where this story goes with Jon Moxley because I am very much intrigued, and maybe this is a new era at AEW where there's more stories out there. So,
see, I want to know because I refuse to believe Jon Moxley's pulling these strings like this. Somebody else is pulling the strings. I think there's somebody else that's the brain, and the Combat Club is the brawn and the force.
It's a force. Yeah, I feel you on that. I do love the fact that they are not pulling the trigger or jumping the shark. I do like that fact. Like for instance, like with MVP, like giving his business cards to various people. You don't see Bobby Lashley yet. Bobby Lashley, signed with AEW. He's on that. He's on the way. But then you got him, Swerve versus Shelton Benjamin at like a Halloween special for Dynamite. That's when Bobby Lashley is going to show up. You didn't pop him up on pay-per-view. You didn't pop him up last week on Dynamite, which is fine. Stretch this thing out as long as you can. And then we found out that Chris Jericho's contract is up in 2025. And oh my God, the internet is like, get that Legends contract player from WWE. Like they want this man gone.
See, I'm just waiting to see because MVP he gave the Acclaim that card.
And Leo Rush. No, he gave the Acclaim that card.
Max
but
Caster.
Max, like, he slipped that joint. He was like, nah.
And Max Max had no intention of throwing that away.
Right.
I think it's only a matter of time now because people have been clamoring for
Them to break up.
For them to break up anyway. So I mean,
Bowens caught it though. Bowens was like,
yeah. Bowens looked at it.
Bowens caught him. Bowens. That's how he caught him. He caught him.
And how much you want to bet between now and next week? Bowens go ask about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the way he did it like Finn Balor did that hotel room key.
Yes,
that's how he did it.
That's exactly what that was. So
That man was like, yeah, let me get that player.
and then he did this right here.
You don't want to make no moves. I'll do it.
Yeah. So I
wanna
mean,
do it.
I can see Platinum Max. I can see Max Caster going to the Hurt Syndicate. And boy, speaking of the Hurt Syndicate, Shelton Benjamin looked amazing last week. I've never seen him look this dangerous right here.
Shout out to Leo Rush for making that thing look good, boy. Because
Oh.
Leo was taking them bumps, cuz. He been taking them bumps.
Yo, Leo,
He got a card too, by the way. He got that card too. And he posted on Twitter that he was looking at it too.
he needs it. He needs that.
Boy, some things shaping up. But you notice though, MVP was going after all the black wrestlers. He was like, hey, here you go. Here you go, dog. Here you go. I know you still weed not out of high school kids, but here you go.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I think what we're gonna see what because we never saw what the Hurt Business could have been. They didn't even scratch the surface. So I think what we're gonna see with the Hurt Syndicate,
Yeah,
is what we all wanted to see. Because when the Hurt Business ended,
hurt my feelings.
Vince, that was terrible. That was a terrible idea. Because you could have kept them around until COVID ended.
Yeah. Should have been like everybody should have had gold around their waist. They could have got infused with the bloodline. They could have done all kinds of things, bro. Like I was like the sky was the limit with Hurt. But hey, the Hurt Syndicate is here. We'll see what happens, and I got my fingers crossed on that. So we'll see.
Boy,
you got
Bobby Lashley pull up.
It's gonna be over and done with because now he's already a major player if he pulling up like that. He's already a major player. So you got anything else for the listeners out there?
Man, all I got is you don't want to be famous, be infamous, be daggone good at it. And again, flowers to the man himself, Erskine, he's the real Big E to me. No disrespect to Big E Langston, but appreciate the platform, man, and everybody. Please hit the like, hit subscribe, and hey, we're gonna be back at this thing next Wednesday.
Woo, that's right. Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Myself, Boogie Blends, and Vivo the Vibe, man. And you think this is steady look good, man? Come on, I want to check out the one on Thursday. Because that's gonna be a danger, man. We got a lot of things we're gonna talk about. Trillion game that is on Crunchyroll. We're gonna talk about Sakamoto days. We got some other things to talk about as well.
What up, Vivo?
And we in there, China, aka China. That's what we call it. So until next time, y'all. Peace.